All right, we're here.
Hello?
Oh, why is it not showing the roll 20? Hmm. Y'all do your
Oh,
stuff.
Oh,
that's
I know
getting...
why. I know why. I can
Okay.
show you. Continue
Okay.
with the intros, Dylan.
Yep, get you
Well,
the
that's getting
intros.
figured out. Hello, everybody! Welcome back to the Chronicles of the Grand Nation, the Silent War, Act 2, guys. Woo!
Woo, we
I'm
made it.
excited. I'm just as excited as everybody, and I think it's time to get started to introduce our lovely characters. Not new, but looking a little different. Let's start with the most different, the person who's changed the most. Brehik, please introduce yourself and your character.
Hi, I'm Xavier. I play Brehik and Druid shit.
That's the joke. His art hasn't changed. Do you get it?
Oh, ha ha ha, that's why.
To Sarah, please introduce yourself and your character.
Hi, I'm Anna. I play Tessera, the Earth Genasi warlock, who is now new and improved.
Our favorite captain, Zelina, please introduce yourself and your character.
Greetings and salutations. It is I, the wonderful Zelina, aka Momo Jones. I play the charismatic Bard Block, who is a founder member of the Silver Falcons.
Hi, I'm Muffin, or rather Dylan. I play Muffin. Yeah, everything's looking fun, and I got some fun things to show you guys. Emily, would you like to introduce yourself, our wonderful DM?
Hello. I am Emily. I am the DM of this game, and we have a lot of new and exciting things to talk about, changes to go over, and it's going to be a lot today, so we're looking forward to it.
And just like our new intro, Van, the last of the mentions, please introduce yourself and your character.
Sorry. I don't know, my computer's kind of being a little weird right this second. Yeah, I'm Van. Druzzle's there, peeking between the name things. I gotta figure out what's going on because it's not letting me pull up OBS anymore.
Well, it looks like you're doing okay stream-wise.
No, stream-wise it is. For some reason, I can't pull up anything on my right monitor versus this monitor.
Well, let's just go quickly into the thank yous as always. Thank you to Angela for the incredible art you'll be seeing throughout this campaign, and as you can see right now, these incredible new Act 2 arts. So, thank you so much. Please go support and send love to Angela. They deserve everything and more. And a big thank you to Tom for the music we've been hearing throughout this campaign, and a thank you for him for releasing the music. Isn't that right, Emily?
Absolutely. Our album is available. It is available on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Streaming. If you haven't, go check it out. If you want to use it in any of your games, by all means, it is a free-for-all of whatever you want to use it for. We love Tom. He did some amazing work, and we are so happy we were able to kind of get that actually like out into the world for people to hear.
Now, I know it's been a couple of weeks, but Mo, would you please take it away with the merch announcement?
Well, go check out the merch store. Act there. It depends on how Act 2 goes. Well, of course, there's going to be new merch for it. So just stay tuned.
Anna, would you please take it away with some social media announcements?
Of course. As always, make sure you are following us on all of our social media platforms here on Twitch, on YouTube, on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok. We are also now on Blue Sky as well. If you're over there, come join us. Come join our Discord. It's fun over there as well. And you know, there you're gonna get all of the updated information as it comes out, and you know, you'll be able to know when our videos are released, which is on Thursdays, unless of course you're impatient and want to support us on Patreon, so you can get it a day early on Wednesday. Now that we're back with Act 2, we'll be here live every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern, with dice rolling at 7:30. Of course, we still have Hub Chat on Fridays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern as well. So just make sure you're following along for all of those exciting things.
Thank you so much, Anna, and thank you, Mo. Is there any other announcements we wanted to talk about?
Well, actually, there is. Unfortunately, there will be no Hub Chat this Friday, as it is in the aftermath of Thanksgiving. So, just want to let people know.
Unless there's anything else, Emily, I think we can happily pass it to you.
All right, perfect. Before we jump in, let's go over a few DM and gaming announcements. If you might not have noticed, there are a few heavy changes that have come to Chronicles of the Grand Nation: The Silent War. Probably one of the biggest changes you see. Brand new art. Everyone decided to reflect some of this character development through their new art, which looks amazing. But you may also know that the Roll20 looks a little different. Moving forward, we're going to be using Jumpgate, Roll20's beta system. Jumpgate is a really cool, fun expansion for Roll20 that incorporates the new 2024 rules. It also gives it the different character sheets, a different layout. This is not in any way sponsored by Roll20. I just find it really cool. I'm a huge Roll20 fan, so it's super cool to see Roll20 adding all of these new features. So we're going to have a new look, new layout. And I might have mentioned 2024. That being said, going forward, per popular request, we are going to be transferring all of our rules to 2024 to the best of our ability. There may still be some changes. It's going to be wonky. There are still subclasses that will be used that are not necessarily 2024 approved, but we have found a way to make it work per how Wizards of the Coast sort of described that we could be able to mix and match them. We are going to be doing the best we can, but that being said, the point of D&D is to have fun. So if some of these rules don't end up working out, we may end up changing them. However, going forward, we're going to do our best to stick to the core 2024 to the best of our abilities. That being said...
2 questions. Well, one's a statement, one's a question. Look at the stream real quick. Is Tessa's hair too high up on the screen? Do you need me to shrink?
It's fine.
Okay.
No.
The other...
I mean, you can shrink her later, but it's not a big deal.
Well, it was a thought. I didn't know, because she's really skinny, so I didn't want to, make her even smaller. The other note, I find it incredibly funny how Angela's little, tag she adds to art is directly in the center.
Yep.
The entire, thing.
Because she's a part of the crew too.
Just this, like a big old heart. Yeah, don't mind that.
It's that little piece of Angela.
A little piece of her and everything.
So, that being said, we're going to jump back into it.
Woo!
Woo! As I get... It's been too long, and I've now once again lost where the music is.
Oh, no.
The Crouzyan Empire. The capital city of Crouzia stands as a beacon, testament, and strength. Over the past month, it has withered a storm of casualties, undead, and death. It had been hit with a tragic, I guess you could call it an apocalypse almost, where, unbeknownst to the Emperor, the Church was conspiring to resurrect a long-dead demon lord, Demidicus, a vampire lord who had sought to create the end of days and to block out the sun. However, what the church was not prepared for was the arrival of the Empire's new heroes of the realm, who, after just getting their title, were thrown into a horrific and chaotic battle where they clawed and scraped their way to victory and saved thousands of lives in this city, and have earned themselves a rightful break from adventuring, where they had now spent the past month collecting themselves, whether that be training, interacting with loved ones and the ones that they hold dear, friends, whatever, or just growing themselves, expanding a business, crafting new items, buying new equipment. After a month of the entire city, the entire city rebuilding themselves from the ground up, it is finally time for the Empress's Gala that had been postponed, rightfully so, for well over a month while they cleaned up the aftermath. However, the night before the gala, our heroes, in their own individual ways, receive a letter. A scroll tied in very fine red thread to the foot of an owl that delivers them a summons from the Emperor.
To Hogwarts.
Uh-oh.
Quick question, DM.
Yes.
Are we all reunited after the month? Like, has that
No.
already happened? Okay.
No. In your own individual time, you would receive this letter. Wherever you may be, think of it in your head of where you would be when you receive this letter. And as you unravel this parchment, it would read, I hope your break has been going well, heroes. I can't express enough the gratitude that I have as Emperor of the Crouzyan Empire, that you have been willing to put your lives on the line to keep us safe, and helping within the aftermath of Dominicus. After much deliberation, and as things have calmed down, I would like to summon you all the night before the Queen's Gala to go over your next steps, our next mission, if you will. We believe that we've uncovered some valuable information on the Dragon Treasure's whereabouts, as well as who they might really be working for. Please come to the palace at your earliest convenience, and we will be sure to greet you with open arms. Sincerely, the shit, hold on. It's been too long. It was so good and then I fucked it up. What is his name? What is the Emperor's name? Oh my god, why am I forgetting the name? Oh, this is so bad.
Edward Scissorhands.
Emperor Edward Scissorhands.
Here we go. It's not Edward! It's Edric. But, okay. Sincerely, Edric Valorian, crowned Emperor of the Crouzyan Empire. And it would be signed with his stamp, his personal seal. Letters in hand, you all make your way to the castle. We're gonna go down the list. And we're gonna start with an oldie but goodie. We're gonna start with Briac. Would you like to describe what you did during this month?
Why is he old?
And what people would see as he walks up to the castle?
No, I think Xavier's not here.
He's dead.
Oh. He might be having mic issues.
Hello?
That explained why
Hello?
you got to hear
There
me
we
a few times.
go.
Yeah. During the month skip, Rehik would have been, in the mornings helping rebuild, aiding anybody who really needed it. Afternoons, definitely baking his goods and meals, and trying to sell them in the market and build a customer base. In the evenings, bathing, practicing druid stuff. But definitely over the course of the month, he's been enriching the lands at the capital. All of it, Emily? Would that be cool, or at least most of it?
Oh, like a good heavy portion of it, like at least 80% minimum.
Yeah. Using plant growth, which makes the grain and soil produce twice as much for a year in a half a mile's radius if you use the second part of the spell. So he's been doing that every other day, mostly. Going to the capital. Question, is Bronwick still here?
No, the Verdant Syndicate had left very shortly, maybe a few days after the events of Dominicus.
You know what? Then he's still here, right? I mean,
Braun also left. Braun left on a personal mission.
Fuck.
Yes, that was what him and Zelina were talking about in the last act.
Who is big, burly NPC we know here?
What about the captain of the guard or whatever?
It's fine. It's fine. He's not big or burly, but he would definitely have into Misty's father. Hushed, yes. He would definitely be having him walk alongside of him, both probably overflowing with bakeries, or baked goods, things like that. Tarps over, or like something to cover them so that they can stay fresh throughout until tomorrow. Actually, probably not that, because it would not be as good tomorrow. Never mind, I take that back. But he would definitely still be walking with Hushed.
We're back. We're back. D&D.
Getting back into it. Yeah, I mean, Hushed would have helped you with your bakery, with selling, giving you tips, making it affordable for people, while at the same time helping you turn a profit.
Oh, wait, he was in the city and he started a bakery? Can I give him his thing then? Or do I need to wait? Because I would have totally given it to him before the month happened.
Well, without Hushed, I would have definitely undersold my products 100%.
Oh, yeah. If you want to, Van, actually, if you want to explain to Brehik, or to Xavier what Van had in mind.
So, probably shortly after the issues with Dominicus, because I was already working on it, and it doesn't take very long to make, Van would have brought you a wooden, hand-carved, hand-painted sign for your bakery that said the Gnome Standard on it.
Oh my god! He could. When you gave this to him, he would give you the biggest error taking out of body hug.
He even had it magically enchanted so it lasts longer.
It says the Gnome Standard?
Yes.
Oh.
Anyways, continue with your thing. I was like, oh shit, you actually opened the bakery? Hold on. I've been holding on to this for like 2 months.
He didn't really, it's more been like when you're a home seller on Amazon, you don't really have a place. Yeah, he more takes it with him. But
Brehik opened his Etsy shop.
Yeah, but if you did that, he would absolutely cut out a corner, like the smallest corner of the keep, and have right in front of a window, and he would have that sign right outside of it. So it's like just the keep, but the smallest part of it in the way back, probably where he has like all his plants and stuff.
That's not sketchy at all. Just walk up to the window.
Wait, just wait till we get a bastion, okay? It'll be a full bakery.
I love that so much. That is so much better than I imagined it.
But you would be, with this summons, you're walking up with Hushed.
Yeah. I mean, probably just accompanying him until we get physically there, and then, leaving. No, you know what? Nah, Brihik would probably be by himself.
All right, fair enough. So, Brihik, standing there, right? Next, we're going to shift over to Muffin. Would you like to describe to us, Muffin, what you did in the past month, and what Brihik would see as you're approaching this castle?
What list are you following? I'm looking at Discord, I'm looking at Roll20. Where's this list?
My personal list.
Okay. Yeah. So, Muffin, as we saw at the end of Act 1, she approached Garland, knowing that although he's probably not, feeling guilty, per se, he probably felt like he didn't do his best. And Muffin, being herself, just gave a good enough excuse to go training with him again. Not only to make him feel better, but to also... She's realized that things are a little harder than she assumed, and her way of fighting possibly isn't enough. And so with Garland, for a good portion of the month, she trained and learned some things that were possibly just inside her all along. She unfortunately once again woke up and he was gone, but he did leave a note this time and a little bit of his cloak, which she now wears. She returned to the city, approached Maiden, and began her training as a cleric. For little lessons that they could fit in while she was helping rebuild the church. Other than that, I can't think of much she would be doing. She's focusing on helping out the town. She would, help anyone she sees.
All right. And you would see Brihik standing outside of the Emperor's palace.
Brihik, I assume you're probably quick to notice it's Muffin.
Oh, yeah. He gives out no call of your name, gives no sign that he would recognize you, just a dead sprint towards you.
You see, she's walking towards the capital. She has this sort of stoic expression, this sort of deep in thought. Maybe something's changed about her. Maybe she's looking a little bit more serious. And then she sees you, and that all washes away in a second, and she just goes, Brihik! And she dashes towards you.
Biggest hug.
No change here, gang. Muffin's Muffin.
Except she looks, her art is 12 times hotter.
Thank you.
But all heart is 12 times hotter. Angela.
Oh my god. How have you been?
I've been courting you. Oh, it's been ages since I've seen you. Look at you. You look like quite the adventure.
I know. I just felt like a change wasn't due. Also, I got another earring, so now I'm, match your sort of aesthetic a little bit more. I like twinkle the marshmallow earrings.
He loves it, and he flashes because we all have that one. Right, that one's the one with the marshmallow. The sending.
The hearing a message.
Yeah.
I have one more big surprise that I have been learning just for you.
Me?
I picked up a book when I was running around town, sort of helping out, and she will say, in Nermish, "How's it going, good looking?"
It's a real language.
Oh, and he.
At least it's not halfling.
Oh no! Oh wait! He. Oh wait! Oh no!
Do you not know Gnomish?
Do you not speak Gnomish?
He cocks his head and says, "Oh, you learned a new language. That's so wonderful."
You're a fucking gnome and you don't know Gnomish? You know Druidic and Halfling, but not Gnomish?
No, that's the equivalent of like a heavy Hispanic family and the child never learned Spanish.
Hey, fuck you! Hey, fuck you!
Wait.
I owned the internet in 2 ways. God damn
I
it.
have to ask, how many languages do you know? Like, the number of how many languages?
4.
Why
Besides
aren't you
common 3.
Gnomish?
I know Sylvan and Undercommon.
She looks at you and just goes, I spent, like, so many weeks learning that.
Well, Undercommon makes sense, actually. And people who actually speak Undercommon.
Muffin,
what
Muffin just
language was
places a
that?
hand on the wall and just looks sad.
What language was that, Muffin?
Nothing. Don't worry.
No, I'm curious now. Tell me.
As the two of you are like, you're trying to reassure her, she looks like so depressed against the wall. You would see, we're gonna pan like a block down, like a block away, as two siblings meet in a crossroad.
Oh no.
Van, would you like to describe what Zelina would see and what you've been doing over the past month?
Which one first?
Take your pick,
She just
friend.
said you.
I meant which one. She said what you see and what you've been doing. That's why I said which one first.
Have figured out.
Well, what he's been doing. He's been chilling around the city. Very frequently goes off into the woods to train, maybe find any potential leftover problems from the recent stuff. Shut up, Muffin. And he practiced his archery a lot. For those at home, flavor-wise, switching out Piercer and Sharpshooter. And switching around some stats to get a 20 in Dex. So he is 100% tried to up his game given the situations that happened last time we had a bad situation. Outside of that, he's been working with Drezel. Again, flavoring the new 2024 rules being brought into that. And tried to relax a bit more. That's why his picture is toned down while everyone is toned up. Obviously, he would still have his armor and his cloak on, but like in a general sense, when this is the picture of him when he is off work. Other than that, legitimately, has been the escort for the princess who got grounded. So that she can actually get out of her fucking room. Oh, he got a sickle that gleams with moonlight. Drezel has a sheath like attached, like it's like a little backpack almost.
Sword
to him.
dog.
And there is a short sword. in that sheath that is designed for him to hold it in his mouth. Because yes, I spent money on that. You're welcome, everyone. Emily literally said, we'll start with a short sword, and maybe we'll graduate to a long sword or a great sword.
Oh wait, is the thing lying next to Drezel in the art, is that your sickle?
That's a bow.
Oh, that's the bow, okay.
Yeah, and his cloak's over Drezel in the art. Yeah.
It's cut off a little bit on the art, so I was like, oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Alright.
That's what he's doing. That's what you would see. Yeah.
Zelina, would you like to describe what Van sees with you walking up and what you've been doing the past month?
Well, she wouldn't be walking. She'd be driving her wagon.
She got the wagon fixed.
She took the wagon with her. And you can kind of see engraved on the side of the wagon, it says the traveling siren. You see her dressed in this unique uniform that has like silver falcon shoulder pads with this design of silvery, almost into purplish falcon wings at the hip, and a unique sword sheath. And as she's just kind of driving up to you, she doesn't notice you right away, but she seems to be talking to empty space.
Oh.
Like having a full-on conversation.
Yeah.
She's having like a full-on conversation with herself, it looks like.
Well, that's what you look like. What did you do over the month?
What she's been doing, she's been on the outskirts of Pomega, and correct me if I'm wrong, Emily, that city's name is Redem or something like that.
It's Ramita.
Doing missions for the Silver Falcons. So she's been doing a lot of mercenary work. But as she kind of gets closer, she approaches, she sees you, and she kind of just says like, "Oh, hold on 1 second. Brother dearest, it's a pleasure to see you."
Where do your pants and shoes begin and end?
Nowhere. It's all one outfit. It's all one outfit.
Your shoes are...
It's a jumpsuit.
It's a fucking jumpsuit.
It's my superhero suit, man.
Amazing.
Because you remember, I still have the glamour of studded leather, so I can make it look like whatever.
Now I'm imagining Braun like in bed, and you're just like, "Where's my super suit?"
Super suit.
Well, he would look over. Actually, this is a good, important question, Emily. Before I answer this, has Drezel actually talked to me more in our times alone? Okay.
Yeah.
That he probably was talking to him at the same time. He would look over.
Good. I'm the greatest good you're ever gonna get.
And say, "Oh, well, yeah, I'm here. Hello."
I see. Drezel, it's nice to see you too.
He gives like that gruff, like hoof of a dog, but he nods his head as if to like agree with you.
Yeah. And you'll see Zelina kind of turn her head to the left real fast, and she's like, "Yes, I know. I'll introduce you. Calm down. This is my brother Van, and this is his companion, Drezel. You can introduce yourself if you'd like." And you see popping out of thin air, you see a tiny sprite.
God,
that's so cute!
Why is the sprite hot? What the fuck? It's bigger boobs than
like,
fucking Muffin.
I'm like, this is my companion,
the sprite gives a little wave from like the top of Zell's head. Like she hides like in Zell's hair, so it's like the idea of like she pops up on one end, pops back into the hair, pops up on the other end.
He would nod. Well, hello there, madam. It is very much a pleasure to meet you.
I just stare at Van when he says that.
Yo, Van, if you're
don't fuck my familiar here.
Yo, Van, if you're trying to shoot your shot, I still got a potion of diminution.
Listen. Potion of diminution, potion of enlargement. Give it to her. I mean, it is
Oh
what it
my
is.
gosh.
God.
That was funny. Oh my god, that hurt my chest a little. I'm not gonna lie.
He gives you a look, Zelina, like, what? I'm not gonna fuck your fucking fairy. He just kind of gives you that look, like, that'd be weird.
But she'd give a shy little nod and then kind of like duck back into her hair.
Oh, I guess I should note, he would have said that in Sylvan in case she doesn't actually understand Common. Yeah. Well, you look like you've been busy.
Yep, I mean, well, when you're the new recruit for the Silver Falcons, you have to do a lot of work. And I also took on some jobs that most people didn't want to do, so.
Right. You did mention you were thinking about doing that prior, or did you not mention it? It's been a month.
Well, no, I am a member.
No, that you were going to go do it. I don't remember if you told all of us you were going to go do it, or if you were waiting until after that you got in to tell us.
Oh, well, I did mention that I was trying to join them. I just didn't.
Well, that's good. I'm very proud of you. You know, since our actual parents aren't here to say it.
Well, that means a lot.
Have you stopped by Mari and Archie, or was that a later thing?
No, it's probably a later thing. I mean, I've been constantly busy out and about, and just now recently returned via the summons.
Yes, it was quite odd. He could have given it to me about 2 hours ago when I was actually in the palace, but he had to wait till I got back to the keep.
Well, he probably wanted to be flashy with it.
I don't know what's flashy about a letter in your mailbox.
Oh, you got it via a letter. I mean, I had this bird fly out and kind of just deliver it to me.
Well, maybe there was a bird. I just got the letter from Drezel, so maybe he ate it. I don't know.
The dog coughs and a little feather comes up.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah.
Somehow eats the entire owl but the letter, leaving no trace.
The Emperor's like, are we missing one? What happened?
What happened to one
No,
owl?
it wasn't even like a messaging owl. It was a fucking familiar from like the Archmage lady. She's just like, my familiar died halfway through. What the fuck?
As the two of you are talking, you hear footsteps coming down the other way. As Tessera, would you like to describe what they would see and what you did in the past month?
Yeah.
Genuine question, real quick. How many people actually stayed at the keep during this month? Just like out of curiosity, because I know Van did.
A lot of people were off and on. Like, people were coming and going.
Yeah.
I would have stayed there for every night or every other night.
Gotcha. Basically just like a who has actually been visible in the past month. That was the only question before we did Sarah. Because I want to say it was Brehik and Tessera were around. But
Yeah, Muffin was probably spending a lot of time at the church when she was rebuilding.
Oh, so you were also in the town too. Okay, so Zelina was the only one out of the town.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, Tessera.
For the first bit of the month, I was away.
Gotcha.
But Tessa, describe yourself and what you did.
Yes, so over the past month, Tessa did spend some time helping out with the Guild of Golden Coin because Inez sort of voluntold her.
Yep.
Ew. Ew.
I imagine, her father might have also had her do some things in the name of training and such.
Which father?
Yeah.
Very clever. The patron one.
Mm.
Probably. But yeah, so she also might have been like a little bit in and out depending a little bit on specifically when. She would have also helped around where she could when it wasn't rock collecting hours. With some rebuilding and such. Also, helping Lambert more with learning more words, because that's very exciting. Obviously she has a bit of a new look. I imagine Inez insisted she needed propering adventuring attire.
Yeah, pants. Actual pants. Both you and Muffin are now wearing pants. Brehick's the only one still with a kilt.
You poor man, now you won't peek up my skirt when I'm big.
Listen, you bullied Tess about her knees, and so she had to cover them.
Dang.
But yeah, she has her new jumpsuit, she has her hair up, just kind of looking ready to go. Lambert kind of probably peeking out of his little spot. As, she walks up and she's like, glad you two got the message. Like,
why am I picturing Lambert as you've told him so much that he's sounds completely different? Mother, I have found a rock.
He speaks Shakespearean.
Say hello, Lambert. Say hello.
You probably hear the bell from Lambert before you actually hear Tess.
He still has the bell.
I just imagine one of us picks him up and he just goes, "Thou art an egg." or we pick him up and we hand him a drizzle and he just says, "Fuck."
No, I imagine in trying to teach him to talk, Tess would be like, Tessera, and he'd be like, Harbinger.
Harbinger.
He's like the kobolds in Dimensional Odyssey. Drums.
Like, really funny. And then I imagine she went shorter, like Tessa. Harbinger.
I definitely imagine Inez told him some words that she probably shouldn't have.
Oh my god, for sure.
Points at Brehick. Piss baby.
But yeah, but you would see Tess, you'd see her approaching, you see the sibling.
And you said
I'm not big.
Yeah.
He was glad you two got the message. Assuming we're all, heading the direction we're supposed to be going.
Well, I guess we are important or something.
Well, we are the heroes of the realm.
Don't
When
say
the
it
Emperor
with the hard
calls,
H.
not too bad. When the Emperor calls, you have to run.
Are we ever going to get used to that?
Probably not.
Want to note, I'm walking.
Well, I'm riding. Click, click.
What?
All right. Oh, continue.
Yeah. Sister, you're more than welcome to hop on the wagon if you'd like.
Much appreciated. She'll hop on. She's like, why walk when you got a ride?
You don't realize it, but I'm currently checking Lambert's wig in my hands. You don't know how I got him.
Will you leave Lambert alone?
Listen, I just have to make sure my handiwork is still there.
Your handiwork.
The hair.
It was a duel.
The hair was entirely me. What do you mean? He like brushes it out, combs it a little bit, maybe ties it back into a ribbon so he's a part of the ponytail gang.
Lambert, remember what we taught you to say when somebody's bothering you.
I was gonna do something really out of pocket. I'm like, I don't know if Lambert.
Oh, Lambert, don't listen to her. She's just hiding you from your best self.
He jingles off, picks up a rock, brings it back.
No, I'm sorry. I just had the worst image. He waddles, picks up a rock, comes back. Tess goes, like, Lambert. She's like, oh, Lambert, that's a rock here. And, like, he's angry for some reason, and instead of handing it over, he chucks it just really hard at your face.
Why would he do that?
Just like, wham!
But you three would start making your way into the castle. And, on your way to the castle, you would see, Muffin and Breehik outside.
No one speaks halfling. No one speaks Gnomish. What do I even do anything for?
Finn, I told you I can learn Gnomish. I promise.
You missed something.
Hello.
Muffin, did you learn a language entirely trying to impress Breehik and it didn't work out?
Yes.
Breehik. Which language?
How is it my fault?
Gnomish.
Wait, Breehik, you don't know how to speak Gnomish.
I'm a deep gnome, you racist. I'm just kidding. I'm a deep gnome.
Am I racist? Did I assume?
Well, hold on.
No.
I thought he thinks. Well, I guess technically you don't necessarily know the language or guaranteed to know the language. It's just typically a culture thing. Then, did other deep gnomes not know Gnomish? Was it just Undercommon?
Well, no, I didn't know any other gnomes besides Elder Willowshade, but my parents thought it very important for me to know Undercommon rather than Gnomish to align with my lineage and bloodline.
Oh, it was a culture thing. Got it. Not lack of culture, but different culture. Got it. Actually, speaking of Mr. Willowshade, does he know Gnomish?
Who?
Willowshade.
Oh, Emily, I would know this, right?
Know what?
If Willowshade spoke Gnomish.
He does.
I would nod, yes.
Well, there you go, Muffin. You can talk to him.
Okay.
Oh, you can teach me, Muffin. Isn't that more exciting?
Like
sharing knowledge with your friend.
Like she taught you how to take a punch. So would you say,
Nah.
Muffin?
It is actually very fun to teach. Muffin will
Smiles.
sort of look up, and she'll go sparkle eyes looking at Zelina. Captain!
Okay.
Oh,
Hello there. Hello there.
so,
You look so pretty!
Oh, well, thank you. I do love the flowers in it.
Oh, she'll sit on the ground and point at her boots. Do you see what I did? I did your little ribbon boots.
Oh, very nice. You'll attract plenty of suitors with that style right there.
She'll pat her arm. I've got some armor from you, Van.
Mhm.
And I got rings for Tessera. I got some more. I got another earring for Breehik. I've got this cloak from Garland. And
Wait.
she'll swish out her sword. golden ruby for Braun.
Can I make a statement that I leaned over to Tess whenever like we were there talking, and then she goes, "Oh, Captain," and I just look at Tess like, "Oh, a chopped liver, man."
Tess shrugs.
You definitely upped your. Oh, sorry, you're done. Go ahead. Nope, continue. We gotta get used to it.
By the way, all you guys get a hug.
Van would say, "Well, it's wonderful that you have upped your wardrobe. You're now wearing
Everyone
pants."
seems to have. What? Look at him with a pout. Yeah, I got sick of the comments when I was big.
What comments are you talking about? I stood underneath you and you said, "Don't look at my skirt." That was the only comment. You manufactured that whole thing.
You're weird about it. I know, I'm not wrong. You are.
Right. Are we going inside?
Never disagree with a lady.
That is entirely false.
Brother, dear.
I said sidestep, like even I know this.
He looks over, he's like, "Listen, there are just some times that people are wrong."
Sidestep even further.
Shakes
So
his
did
head.
everyone get a bird?
No,
Oh, what'd you get?
a letter.
A rat?
No, just a letter from Dressel.
Oh, guys, look! Chomper's still okay. I pull out Chomper. He is singed. There's like some weird like burn marks, and he's.
Why do I feel like you literally did that just to remind everyone that he existed?
It's Chomper.
No, it's exactly. No, it's like what's his name from Critical Role, the weasel.
It's
Sprinkles.
Sprinkles.
Yeah, where they forgot about him, and then they pulled him out of the like one pouch, and he was just like, like matted. Yeah.
He survived a fireball. He survived swimming, the depths of the river to get to the underground pass. Like,
Chomper is still alive and well. Ain't that right, bud? Good boy.
Yeah.
Muffin puts him back into the cloak.
That's
Oh.
covered with Lambert's
Hold
eyes.
on. No, hold on. Bring him back out, just real quick. I need to do something.
Oh, you're
This is-
biting. Oop, you're
This-
biting.
Drew and Brehik, I think this lies within mine and yours range. I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals.
No, don't give him a voice.
I'm doing it!
Oh my god.
And I will look at him and just be like, Are you
Danger,
alright?
Emily, if you want, I can take this for you.
Oh, I know exactly how he sounds.
Please go.
Oh, I gotta hold on it.
Like, because I feel like he's only reacting this way for two reasons. He's actually that feral, or you were not treating him well.
You just hear, like, in your head, just, like, the nastiest, grumpiest voice of, like, "Get off my lawn!"
I need to note, it's not in my head. I mean, I'm the only one that can understand him, but it's not in my head, thankfully. But I just, so like, let me get this straight. To everyone else, it's just the squeak, squeak, just like hissing. And then and just outlined for me, it's "Get off my lawn."
Pretty much.
I look at him, blink, blink,
Oh,
Fuck.
and I'm like, "You're not currently on a lawn. You're in a pocket."
back in my day, non-fears knew their place, goddammit!
Oh my god! No!
I actually do the like tilt head back, kind of like cocked head, just like, the fuck did this guy just
My
say?
rat's racist!
I look at Muffin and I'm like, what have you been teaching him?
Oh, he's been around me a lot. I've learned some things, that's why he's a little burnt. I swing him around
Do you,
like
well,
a
no,
toy.
do you know the term knife ears, Muffin?
Is that like some sort of weapon?
It's a racial term for elves.
Could I do that? Could I put like daggers on my ears?
No, Muffin, it's a racial slur for elves.
Why would I know that?
Your rat apparently does.
Chomper, are you being mean?
Translate.
Unhand me, woman!
You know, I'm not typically one for animal cruelty, but I think he needs to be put down.
What? That's my friend! Why would you say that?
Because he just told you to unhand me, woman. In a very sexist manner. He's a racist and a sexist.
Didn't.
Come on.
Chomper loves me. Don't you, buddy? Oh, that's a bite. Stop biting. Let go.
What is he saying as that happens?
Why do you keep this going, Mike? Why do you keep this
Because I've got 10 minutes of this, bitch! I used a spell slot for this! Wait, repeat that?
Go back to your own country, foul blood!
Is he saying that to Muffin?
Yes!
Oh my god! I literally look at you and I just go, well, he just called you a foul blood, which I believe is a racial term for a tiefling, so you should probably put it back in his pocket and give him a muzzle. Really tight muzzle, right over the mouth.
He's just cranky because he hasn't got his snack today.
No, he's just racist.
We should have built the wall!
Make Crouzyan great again?
Yeah, Muffin just slowly puts him
No! I thought it was something really worse. Dominicus had a point!
Oh, God.
Oh my god, and he absolutely would.
Goddamn Chomper.
Alright, we're done with
I'm
this.
sorry.
He's a
Nazi.
racist. He's a racist old man who's a Republican. And I was like, nope, this is gonna be the rat now. This is the rat's whole personality.
I hate that this is like my most favorite part of this whole campaign.
I can't wait for the short of this moment.
I do not. This is out of line. This is out of line.
Anyways, we're moving on. We're moving on.
Start to make a muzzle.
Yeah. We're gonna learn
As you are
leather
walking
working
into
tools.
the palace.
Yeah.
Put the racist rat away while we're in front of the Empire, please.
Bro, he takes some out of pocket stuff to the Emperor, bro. Oh, that should be hilarious.
Oh my god. Don't please.
Somebody okay Boomer the rat.
He's a boomer.
Oh my god.
Oh,
You make your way into the castle. I'm like, I can't breathe. Hold on.
I thought. Listen, I'm sorry. I thought you were gonna make the tiefling comparison of like. No, I don't know if I can make that.
We're just moving on.
No, the statistics don't lie. Joke for tieflings.
Oh my god. You go to the castle.
Uh-huh.
Going through the halls, you know where the war room is. You were there during some pressing times anyways. So making your way there, it's not hard.
Could I quickly just stop with the group for just a second before we enter?
Yeah.
Hey gang, I know like it's probably not gonna be a factor, but remember how we were all talking about I sort of like do the motion of like gather up,
Yeah.
like so we can huddle. Remember when we were making that comment about maybe the Emperor ain't who he is, who he says he is?
Oh yes, definitely. I've
Mm-hmm.
been talking with the princess quite a bit about the family.
Yeah, what
dynamic.
are we thinking about this whole gala situation?
Should be fine.
Should be
I'm
fine.
sorry, can
Or-
you say that one more time?
What are we thinking about this whole gala situation?
Oh. Well, I mean, if you want my most honest and unfiltered opinion, it does seem to me that it might be a show and tell for the Empire to show off their new and shiny protectors of the realm. That and a nice handshaking moment. But it is also a positive thing for us as well, because we can get to know more contacts and possibly muster more help and aid. So,
I think
shrug.
Amari was telling me about is something called networking.
Nod.
How much
Oh.
time have you been spending with Amari?
She looks at you. She looks away.
Oh? Leans
We're
over,
friends.
does the like big brother
Friends.
thing, where like he's like getting in your space, like, come on, tell me.
We're friends. Nothing more.
For now.
I think.
Oh, you think, which means you have feelings that you have not expressed directly to her yet because you're afraid to. We'll talk
The
about this
Emperor
later.
needs to see us.
talk about
Let's
this later.
go.
Anything else
No,
for
we
the huddle
won't.
we want to add? To Sarah, any romantic things, I guess? Is that what we're talking about? Or are we still worried about
Yeah.
the Emperor?
Oh, yeah. Remember that guy you were being real sweet with on the party? What happened with that?
Like, anyway, we were definitely on a different topic before. Like, why are we now on an entirely different topic? She's like, yes, so yeah, with the Emperor, I think as long as we kind of, express that abundance of caution, keep an eye out, I don't see it being a problem. Are we all kind of in that mindset?
All right. Huddle
Let's-
break in 3, 2, 1. Go team.
Well, that's always the plan, I guess. Oh, go,
Huh.
team.
Okay.
Go team, go. Off to the
team.
war room we go.
Go, Power
Yeah.
Rangers.
This is going to be very interesting, knowing what I know about the royal family. Let's just say he looks at Zelina. Do you remember those times when our parents would throw a party and nobody in the family wanted to be in the same room with each other?
Pretty much, yes.
Well, let's have some fun.
You enter the war room. You would see the Emperor standing there alone. Several maps spread out along the war table. He seems to be browsing some sort of journal. And upon hearing you enter, he would look up and he'd greet you with like a kind smile. He'd give you all a nod and he'd say, "Well, Familia, welcome back to the capital."
Jeez, Emperor, how big's this party gonna be? I looked at the maps.
Oh, so I never
Oh,
left. I saw you yesterday.
I politely give a fucking bow because it's still the Emperor. Yo, guys.
He gives like a smile, like the best I can explain it is a dad smile of like, ah yes, the innocence of youth kind of expression.
I come and
It's like-
stand at attention.
Please have a seat. We have a lot to discuss.
Pulls out a chair, sits down, looks at the maps.
So we didn't know you did the Silver Falcons? ?
No, she mentioned it. I asked that earlier. She had mentioned they were
Okay.
going to attempt to get into them, but this is obviously they got into them based on the.
I will
Yeah.
whisper to Van probably and feel like, oh, she's really gone into the role.
She has. I'm very curious to see all the changes of not just her.
he would look at you, Muffin, and he'd say, and for record, these maps are not for the gala. The gala is later tonight. All you need to do is show up, smile, and enjoy yourselves.
Understand. Do we know what the gala, like who all is attending the gala?
Citizens of the Empire, those who are cleared through the guards, but we have our top security on the case. All of our intel, essentially our intel says that we shouldn't be having any issues.
Very well.
And I would like you five to enjoy yourselves as a guest.
Of course, I'll definitely join as a guest. Yes, of course.
Does that mean we gotta dress up?
Yes, it's a gala.
He kind of chuckles and he says, "You're welcome to dress how you like. No judgment here."
Brihik is looking at you like he said that I didn't.
I'm coming in rags. He said, come as you garbage, nothing but dirty.
Question, Dia. The letter was only the invitation to the gala. It wasn't like, hey, we need to discuss something else, or it was just the gala, right?
No, the invitation had nothing to do with the gala.
Oh, that's what I thought. I was getting confused because everybody kept saying
the invitation was to summon you as the heroes of the realm to discuss the next steps for the dragon treasure.
Got it. I'm sorry. I'm making sure because I still
No, you're fine. The gala is something that is happening tonight, but it is not. The letter was not in regards to that.
Yeah.
He would say, well, seeing as the gala is later, you want us to discuss the coming days. Have you found more information that might prompt us investigating something?
We have. Our intel, our network of spies. We believe that we have a lead on finding the leader of the Azanian rebels.
Alright.
All of our information points to the dragon treasures working hand in hand with the rebels. And we believe if we can find these rebels and apprehend them, it'll lead us directly to the dragon treasures. I'm tasking you and your group to find the hideout and eliminate their leader.
It just had a whole reconnect thing. It says it's reconnected now. We don't check that thing.
I know that's a connection issue.
Got a whole bunch.
Could you repeat that?
Yeah, it wasn't very long, apparently, but who needs to repeat?
Oh, I just wanted to repeat the mission because I was focusing on the screen for a second.
No, you're good. He says, I'm tasking you with finding the hideout of the Azanian rebels and eliminating their leader.
Okay. And unfortunately, it's still doing it, by the way, Mike. God.
Is it really? Hold on, I'm looking at my side. Haven't got any notifications that it went out.
But it's roll 20.
Yeah, it's not. It's everything, but like, yeah. Our characters
I would just refresh roll 20, maybe.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta get out of hit.
Bear with us. We're trying to make sure we are in the best quality for you.
Yeah.
So, is this something you want us to do before the gala, or is this something we're going to be looking at after?
So, to explain what we have planned here. One of you is keenly familiar with the city of Winebrook.
Looks to Brick.
Stares at Brick.
Yeah.
All of our resources point that the Verdant Syndicate is helping the Azanian rebels. And that one of the Azanian rebels may have infiltrated the Verdant Syndicate.
You're not, like, completely against the syndicate still, are you? They did help during everything.
They helped in a moment that was necessary, though they did extort us in a time where we really had no choice but to agree.
Yeah, that's not exactly helping what they did, but they did help.
Saving a tree is not necessarily the worst thing that they could have asked for.
It's not. However, the Verdant Syndicate has continued to cause problems, and unfortunately the new governor of Winebrook is having issues with them.
I don't remember, Brehik. Can you read minds? Like, if I was saying something in my head, could you hear it?
He could. He used to.
Not anymore? Okay.
So many changes.
Okay.
Because you can speak in wild shape now. That was the whole reason he had it.
Uh-huh.
I just want to look at Brehik, and I don't know how exactly it would work, but I just give the look of perhaps it's not the Verdant Syndicate, but maybe someone taking their name.
Yeah, well, he gives you a look as well, like this whole thing sounds sketchy.
Yeah, I agree.
From all resources, then the governor in Winebrook was able to apprehend a syndicate member. And it was through that member we were able to gain the information that the syndicate might know the location of the rebels' hideout. So, our plan of attack. Following the next morning, you will be disembarking with our naval officer. I believe you had met him during the crisis, briefly. Teldrick Barakis.
Yeah, that fucking gangster.
Dragon Ball. Who's a badass?
You'll be disembarking from the Crouzyan Harbor, and you'll be heading east over to Highmitch. From there, you can make your way north to Winebrook on foot.
Is the ship big enough to carry a cart?
It is.
Alright. Seeing as that's the less important question of my mind, no offense, Selena. You want us to kill the leader of the Zarnian rebels in the country specifically, because I would assume the actual leader is in Zarnia. We're killing the cell leader that is in the Crouzyan Empire. That's what you want?
We don't know if the cell leader is the full leader.
Well, I would assume
However,
it wouldn't be given
it
what
is.
they are.
You would think that. But all of our resources point to this individual moving multiple cells at a time. Even if they may not be the one-all leader, they are, if not, their second or the highest up in the Crouzyan Empire.
Follow-up question with what you just said then. If they are moving multiple different cells and organizations within this country, killing them is not going to stop that. We would almost need to keep them alive simply to find out where all the cells are. Because if we kill them, then the third person in charge will take over, and all the cells that we don't have information on will continue to operate. Is there a specific reason we want them dead instead of capturing them?
I prefer to cut off the head of the snake before it gets any ideas. But you do make a good point, and I value your opinions. If you think apprehending him alive and being able to bring him to the Empire to face justice, I won't argue against it.
Him?
Brehik will look at you. Sorry.
He was just going to ask him because he said him as if he had a name. Or knew that.
We don't have a name yet.
Gotcha. What were you going to say, Brehik?
Just looks at you with a thank you.
Sorry, DM.
He actually has like a that. It's been a month. That was not at all why he did it, but he's also like, yeah, okay.
Could I just read the Emperor and is there anything he's not telling us?
Yeah. I'm gonna do
You
that
can insight
too.
Cool.
Because he
With my
immediately
new
asked us to kill
expert
him.
insight 24.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, hold on. 11.
I lost my crazy passive perception, but I got another expertise and insight, so it's pretty good.
Oh,
11 for Van. You're not picking up any he's hiding anything, or at least anything malicious.
Yeah.
Did you want to check it out, Brehik, as well? Because I know you have a good insight.
Yeah, because my only thing is he went straight to killing rather than gaining information, and I'm like, that's a weird jump.
I mean, I will. Brehik doesn't think it's a strange thing because he's a politician. This man is posing a threat, and in Brehik's mind, he's like, that's all he needs. But,
I'm specifically trying to figure out if there's something he's keeping from us about the mission itself.
22.
Like I said, for Van,
so,
like I said, he doesn't really come across like he's hiding anything per se, or at least nothing malicious to your knowledge. He's giving you information. He seems open to talking about alternative options.
Mm-hmm.
For Brehik and Muffin, he is a politician. He is giving you as much information as he can give you. Obviously, there might be information that he does have that he is withholding. You get the feeling from him, at least it might maybe be due to him, not seeing it's the information's needed.
I will just give a look to Van and just can I subtly just sort of do the motion? Nothing really bad that we're getting thrown out of the loop for.
He'll shrug. Well, here's the question, and I might as well words. I might as well be the one to ask it. There we go. I might as well be the one to ask it. We are heroes of the realm, and you have quote-unquote rewarded us before. Is there a designated pay for this specific job that you are wanting us to do?
Yeah, fuck them.
not in an insulting way, but in a we are technically still adventurers and have to make a living.
No, absolutely. Fuck you, pay me.
Yeah. Brehik has a bakery that's getting off the ground. The rest of Zelina gets a mercenary salary. The rest of us don't have jobs technically.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a job too.
No, I said Zelina has mercenary pay.
Oh no, I have another job besides mercenary.
I technically haven't seen revenue from my bakery.
Oh, buddy.
I still have a bit of money left over from buying shit, but
you know what they say? The first 5 years of a business expect to lose money, and he hasn't lost money, but he stayed neutral, so it's big. That's a good sign.
Do you need money?
Yes, Emperor gets a little bit of a smirk where he's just like, yes, of course. He says, yes, you will be compensated. We will give you a small allowance before you set sail to help you on your journey should you need anything. And then upon completion of bringing back the leader, dead or alive, if that sounds better for you, you will get your next payment.
Wanted, dead or alive.
Careful.
Dead or alive.
Careful.
But
we'll get automated.
I know. But like I said, our closest bet, if we have any hope of finding this leader, is going to be in Winebrook. Find the syndicate. Get the information. If you can stamp them out, so to say, that might be better. But do what you feel like needs to be done. to get that information. And then find the leader.
General question. The Azarnian rebels, the whole organization, is to rebel against Azarnia and their rulership, correct? Why are they even over here? In the first place? Or did I misinterpret that, and they are Azarnian rebels acting not under the Azarnian name, messing with the Crouzyan Empire?
He is silent. You see, like, that very, like, stoic expression on the Emperor's face.
Just has a raised eyebrow.
Well, and he says...
Oh, sorry. I thought he wasn't going to say anything. Continue.
No, he was, yeah. He says... The Azarnian rebels were originally formed to rebel against their king, a tyrant, who drove the Federation of Azarnia into the ground. During the tragedy of Andros the Vile, the Azarnian rebels believe that the Crouzyan Empire was responsible for supporting the tyrant. After the death of the dragon, the Azarnian rebels believe the dragon was working with the Federation, unfortunately. And the death of that dragon caused the Federation to see Crouzia as an enemy. Though we were able to make peace, the rebels still tried to cause a ruckus, believing that we are in the wrong for brokering peace. The rebels believe that Crouzyan and Azarnia are both at fault for this war. When there is no more war to speak of, they wish to restart it, to instigate it, to continue the infighting.
That sounds like some fear-mongering bullshit if ever I've heard it.
There is no war in Bossing Say, but the opposite. It's exactly what's happening.
Swear to God.
Exactly.
Oh,
yep.
dear.
But we will make sure to have Captain Balrakis' boat ready for you in the morn. After the gala, enjoy yourselves. Drink, eat, dance. And then tomorrow, we'll have you equipped to set off to Heimich.
Alright. How do you spell Weinberg? Is that with a Wynebroke or OOK?
It's right there.
Oh, I spelled it wrong. There's an E in there. It's not in there.
Over here. Is there anything else you'd wish to discuss?
I'm assuming just because of situations before, the Scala's probably going to be well guarded and all that jazz.
He nods.
Alright, well.
Are the protectors of the realm allowed to keep their equipment while we are at the gala?
Of course.
Right.
So if you draw your weapons on anyone, I'm afraid there will be repercussion.
Oh, obviously.
Unless it's
We're
rightfully
drawing-
wanted.
Yeah, I was about to say, what if it's a person that's attacking us?
He's basically being like, I'm letting you carry and pack heat. However, you try to pull it out on something and there's not an issue, we're gonna have issues.
Hmm.
Alright.
Well, I can't think of anything more to ask. What about you guys?
No, nothing for me. Just gonna have fun at this gala. Keep my head on a swivel.
And that's the hope.
Alright. And I'd say we're done here. Good luck, and I'll see you tomorrow. Well, tonight, in a matter of speaking. And you'll see him get up, and he kind of regards back to what he was doing.
Alright.
I'll
There you
get up
are.
and go.
Essentially dismissed.
Cool.
Yep, let's go.
Let's go fuck around the castle until the party!
Alright. As all of you are leaving the castle, is there anything you would all like to do before the gala tonight?
Wait, leaving the castle? Are we leaving the castle?
Oh, I'm just in general, or leaving the war room.
Oh.
I mean, I don't really have anything to do at the castle if we want to stay, but I kind of want to go see the keep. I haven't been there in a bit.
Looks over like...
I do also think it'd be nice to catch up. We've been away for a bit. I know not everyone's sort of been gone, but I know me and Captain have been away for a little bit.
Well, we could pre-game before this party if you want.
I look to Sarah, Brehik, Zelina.
That works for me.
Well, before that, I have to make a stop to see if the Grandmaster is still here. But afterwards, I can definitely catch up with you guys.
Brehik, I'd love to try some of your now selling pastries and sweets.
Oh.
What? Sorry. What was... Huh?
Your baked goods. Aren't you
Oh.
selling stuff?
Yes, I'm baking for the party. Brehik
You
looks like
alright?
he's thinking a lot.
Alright, how about we make it back to the keep? We can do the things you mentioned, but we also talk about, looks back at the castle. All of that just happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Alright. So most of you head back to the keep. Zelina, you're just taking a detour to stop by the Silver Falcons outpost. Alright, we're gonna take this opportunity to go on break.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, take a break, go to the bathroom, drink some water. We'll be back soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye!
here or something.
Whoa! We back.
Let's go.
Alright. Welcome back to Chronicles of Grand Nation. So,
Welcome back.
All of you, sub for Zelina, who is heading to the fortress, are heading to, the house.
The keep.
Following Zelina first, because you're making your way to the Silver Falcon's outpost, you would find, Commander Sildove, at the outpost.
Grandmaster.
Yep, Grandmaster, my being. I was not looking at her thing.
You know what? Let me tell you what the fuck this motherfucker just sent me. Mike sent me a goddamn picture that says bleaching your asshole is technically changing your ringtone. What the fuck, Michael?
We are on stream, my friend.
That's why I sent you privately to your DMs, Xavier.
I knew that.
Oh my god!
Well, there's a runner-up for the clip. Go ahead.
I know, apparently! Jeez.
Now you know, people. What they do in their free time.
Apparently, you go up to Grandmaster Sildove.
Greetings, Grandmaster.
Grandmaster, did you know that bleaching your house?
Oh,
Stop it!
God damn it.
Who did this?
She would turn to you, Zelina. She'd give you a nod and say, "Oh, you're back."
yes, I'm back, and also I just returned from meeting with the Emperor. He has a task for La Familia to do.
Yes, I was informed.
And I was just wondering, just wanted to get some guidance on a certain part of it.
She raises a curious eyebrow at you.
Well, the Emperor decided to first say, kill the quote-unquote leader of the rebels. I wanted your thoughts on it, if we should either kill or bring in for questioning, or question and then kill.
Oh, as he said, is it only kill, or did he say dead or alive?
Well, first he said
After much
dead.
convincing, it was dead or alive.
It took a lot of convincing to make it dead or alive.
Well, it's whatever you think will be more beneficial. Your heroes of the realm, so he's going to expect you to use your best judgment. Personally, I believe bringing him in for questioning and information might prove more benefits. But it also leaves the capital open for an attack. If we take him alive, it's just going to proc the others to not hold back.
That's what I had a feeling could potentially happen. Well, thank you for your wise inputs, Grandmaster.
You said that like they were some dude standing on top of a mountain answering the meaning of life.
Oh yeah, 100%.
If I were you, Cardano, I'd maybe get the whole picture first.
Very well. And I will salute, and then I will head on out.
You head out while everyone else heads to their keep.
Secret tunnel in the mountain. Oh, wait. Oh, the top.
Are we going?
No.
Are we going to the therapy room?
We are.
Always go to the therapy room.
Always. We never don't. Who wants to be the one to lay on the couch, though? On the therapy couch, though.
Briac is, because we're going to be questioning him a bit.
Alright. I'll pull up a chair.
Where's our Briac and our Tessera?
Hold on.
Hey,
Good
if you
gracious.
mixed Brehik and Tessera, you'd get bright.
No, really?
Bright Terra.
So, Mr. Briac, you seem to be deep in thought.
No, just thinking.
Well, how weird do we really think all of that just was?
Kinda weird considering we know a good deal of the Verdant Syndicate.
Yeah, and we all can agree. The Emperor, for the most part, is doing what is best for his people, as a ruler specifically. However, we still have questionable thoughts about him.
Oh, absolutely.
Here's the thing. Them working with the Azanians, the rebels specifically, it doesn't strike me as odd. You have to understand, this is a guild which does much for its homeland, and this is its homeland. If they are involved with them for any reason, and the king doesn't want this, king wants us to interfere with this more, then it may be a situation where they know something they're not supposed to.
Oh, that is entirely possible. You see,
Or
how do I word this? And this isn't any offense to you or them, Brehik. I could see them working with the Azanian rebels given certain circumstances that we might not know about. I could also see them not working with them. I could entirely see there being a spy within their ranks. I don't know what it would accomplish, but I could see it. My question lies more on the heavy emphasis of how he brought forth that part of the conversation, meaning they are still a thorn in his side for him and he'd rather see them gone in general. Not just the Azanian rebels, both. Yeah.
if they are doing something bad, what's your plan of action, Mr. Briac? Are you going to help them? Are you going to help the realm?
He doesn't really say anything.
It probably, for our smaller friend here, it's probably more like depends on what they're doing and if they can't be talked out of it.
That's fair.
Because if we're being real...
It's so... It's so weird because half of us, like as a group, are not native to Crouzia. So it's kind of hard to be really like, oh no, the rebels! Oh no, this whole big thing.
Well, oops, Tessera, sorry.
That's what I was gonna say. Honestly, going into this, the best course of action might just be to try to get some of our own information before we kind of do anything, really.
2 notes. Part of what Muffin said. While I'm not from here, I pick up a lot of information as I go. I make decisions based off of how I feel in my gut in the situation, right? This whole super deep spiraling silent war that is happening feels like it's not our business, but it is. And the only way I could
kinda just in the middle of everything.
Well, what's really happening is one of the players of the quote-unquote little thing they have going on here, the Emperor, has made us pawns in this whole grand scheme of things. I don't necessarily like being a pawn, however, I'm more entitled to help people, given circumstances. I wouldn't like to see, all these civilizations disrupted because the Azonian rebels felt badly that we killed a dragon or something, or the Crozians killed a dragon. It's all... And he makes a iffy hand. Unfortunately, what I see happening is we're going to learn a lot of information. One, that we're not supposed to know. Two, that, unfortunately, might make us do our job as the protectors of the realm, not how the Emperor wants us to do it. Does that make sense?
Oh, let me ask you all. Oh, sorry, go on, Mr. Brett.
Let me ask you all. Sorry, by the way. A question.
Good.
What if we learn things that we are not supposed to? What's to stop it? If, of course, this is the situation. What's to stop us from not becoming the next point of focus for... he will put his hands up in air quotes and say, disposal.
Muffin raises her hand.
Motions to Muffin, I guess. Yeah.
I have been wondering, actually. We're considered the protectors of the realm. The realm doesn't necessarily mean just the Crouzyan Empire, yeah?
No, not necessarily. It's very subjective.
It's not like, and I want to see this for you, Bree. It's not like we're loyal completely 100% to the Empire. If I find out if I find out that the Emperor is doing some bad juju, no way am I gonna stick by that.
Well, that's kind of what I was saying earlier.
Mm-hmm.
They made us the protectors of the realm, which, in his political sense, I'm not dumb, he sees that as we are the protectors of Crouzia, its people, and its politics. Reality, the term protector of the realm, how we could take it, which how we are more than likely taking it, doesn't necessarily mean the same thing. At the moment, though, we haven't been given a reason to not be working with him. And I do say him, I want to emphasize that. Both the princess and the queen have absolutely zero to do with what he is doing. We'll learn that over about a month or so.
And you've told us already everything that was said about... Yeah, never mind, you did when you came back
about
to
the modification of the memory.
Yeah, he will say, it has been something that I have lost sleep over. And I have to admit, I am very in love with my country, and I stand by it wholeheartedly. I had strong admiration for the Emperor. Only knowing him from his stories and things that were told. Today I met a man who is simply nothing more than a politician. Does this make sense in what I'm saying?
Oh,
I
yes,
think
entirely.
genuinely what we're all sort of thinking is just we're going there, but we're doing it our way. We're going to figure out things for ourselves, and we will decide things by our choices.
Yeah.
And the information that we get.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now
fair.
here's where we have to tread carefully, friends, because at this point, speaking about this openly amongst all of us could very well be considered treason. This is why we have to all be on the same page about this and cannot go anywhere else. And as much as my love for Braun, my brother, and so forth, in this room right now, well, minus Zell, because she's
I will
not
say
here.
Zill can start
but-
coming back as well.
Yeah, Tess keeps vanishing.
Oui.
Repeatedly.
Yeah.
He's there. On mine there's 2 for some reason, and I can't
none
delete.
on mine.
Yeah,
Not
there's
on
none
mine.
on mine.
Also, guys,
You might have to
I just
refresh.
noticed you can flip your token.
Yeah.
Oh, you can
Yes.
flip the way they're facing now? Interesting.
Now there's 1.
Yep, I can see you. You exist
we
here,
will
right
say-
here.
We have to tread very carefully on this. We must come up with a decision, and it has to be unanimous.
I think we should wait for a captain, and we need to talk about that more than make sure we're all on the same page.
I nod as like that is precisely why I say this.
Oh, and something I probably should note. We are speaking in the keep that they gave us.
Mm-hmm.
Who's
I
not to
also
say
nod
there's-
as
Yeah, he's like, who's
this
not
is
to
why I
say there's means of them to listen in on us? As he looks at Brick.
He does big eyes. And like, yes, you picked up.
No, he's like, I'm gonna say what I'm gonna fucking say. I came from the Feywilds, you can suck my dick.
Yeah, but
However, I'm fully aware of what we are talking about, quote unquote, surmounts to treason in this fucking country. It's more of how the fuck do we deal with the situation without talking about it?
Hearing the front door open, Muffin will sort of jog over. We're in here, Captain.
Oh, well, that's nice. I'm doing a house tour right now.
Oh, for your
what?
little friend.
Well, yes, I have a friend.
A
So
friend.
Prim. So yeah, so this is the foyer where we walk in, and over there's the dining room to the kitchen. That's where I play on the piano. That's the tranquility / therapy room where everyone is at. If we continue this way towards the study and the armorer.
I mean, if you want to take a few minutes to show them around.
Yeah.
I feel like our conversation is just waiting for Zelina, unfortunately.
And then I'm like, well, hey, aren't we supposed to be drinking? What's going on?
Well,
So we were pre-gaming before the gala. and-
oh, don't worry, we're just committing treason, that's all.
I look at you, Van.
Listen,
We are not. He is joking. Some of us do live here as citizens and have family.
he
No,
motions,
that gave the same energy as
he
like,
motions
like,
a
FBI
hand.
agent was-
He
and
motions
it
a
was
hand to
joke.
everyone like, of course I'm joking. Gosh, if you say it like that, you
Don't
can make
worry.
it sound like we're not joking.
Don't worry, General, I understood.
I run
I
off to
have
go
family,
get the
bitch. I ain't gonna fuck around with that.
I run off to go get the guards, telling me they're committing treason in here. No, I'm joking. I just like at the doorway. I just blink multiple times, like.
So,
I'm going to
Captain,
act like I didn't hear that.
we just wanted to
Legally, it
make
was a
sure
joke.
we're all on the same page a bit.
Closes the door behind me.
Also, this is
Sits
just
on
a clarification question for you, Zelina. The Silver Falcons are a mercenary band hired by the Empire to do mercenary jobs, right? Or are they even hired by the Emperor?
Well, we're pretty much hired by anyone, but sometimes the Emperor does hire us to do jobs that he doesn't want to send the Ruby Guard to do.
Right. And the Ruby Guard are essentially the quote-unquote peacekeepers police of the country.
Give or take. It's like his personal detour, personal band of army, or however you want to say it. Police force.
Alright, anyways, we shall continue. Do you want to be caught up on this? Somebody want to explain so far what we've been talking about?
To Brehik.
In the most legal way, I explain it to you what we've been talking about. For brevity.
Zelina gets
Unless you
on their face, like, this is very troublesome.
I nod and I look to the others and say, and this also does pose a separate conundrum for your sister because, well, and I look to you, you are under the Order of the Silver Falcons now. This does pose some allegiance to the Emperor itself.
Well, that's why I asked my question. By her definition, they're a mercenary company who owes their allegiance to who pays them. That's why I asked for the distinction. They work with the Emperor and they're based in this place, so they might have ties to want to be law-abiding or ties to the Emperor, but as far as I'm aware, they're just a mercenary group, right?
Give or take, there are some people who are very proud to work underneath the Emperor.
Nod.
Really don't like all this hushed talking, sneaking around. Why?
I nod.
I'd just rather be real, open. What's the point?
Well,
This is why I prefer
Policies.
the fact that you heard me say it, but quote-unquote silent war with rebels from a different country, and we had the Emperor's side of how that all began, yada yada. It's literally treason to speak about those kinds of things outwardly in a session of questioning them.
Well, look, I just wanted to bring that up. Policy. We were declared the members of, or the saviors of the realm. We didn't sign anything. We didn't swear an oath. It was thrust upon us. I'm still me.
Well, you can still be you, but be entitled the saviors of the realm, quote unquote, you don't need to sign anything for that, really.
And I also look at the keep. Technically, we did accept gifts on behalf of being saviors of the realm.
However,
I'm just...
what you mean though, Muffin, is at the moment we are beholden to them for our sake, but giving us the title of Protectors of the Realm does not necessarily mean we are only the Protectors of Crouzyan. We talked about that.
Yeah, I don't want, and if anyone's listening, I wave my hand. I don't want it to be known that I will do what I feel is right.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what it's again.
They don't have us magically bound to not do what is right.
I just wanted to put that in the air, because it feels like we're not... It feels like you're all worried about that, you have to put up this appearance.
Oh, I'm not worried about it.
I absolutely am.
Yes, he
Understand that it is not...
Here.
I nod.
Sorry, you were gonna say, I didn't mean to cut you off.
That's right.
Well,
Look. Oh, sorry, go on, Captain.
Well, as much as this is a riveting conversation and everything, I think we should discuss about the gala and if we plan on listening into any conversations.
I guess...
Do you think anything bad's gonna happen?
Yes, to what ends are you asking about listening in on conversations?
Well, since you're trying to get information on certain things. We're supposed to be having a lot of people from the Empire showing up here. There could be other high figures. Potentially, word of tongue can slip when someone's very intoxicated. Not saying that it could happen, but it might. But just to keep your ears, open.
Well, at least that was my intention, seeing as there are still multiple groups out there that want to cause issues. I figured this would be a time of any after we just recovered and had a celebration to attack it. It still stands. We thought that originally.
Yeah. I'm thinking more of a political attack, really.
That side, I can listen for information, but unfortunately, it's not my purview, at least. If something makes sense, like we see somebody who very obviously has a secret insignia of the dragon treasures, who's going to try to politically manipulate the king, sure. But other stuff, I don't know. I don't know if I'd even recognize it.
I don't really know much things, but I'm good at listening and watching people, so if you ever need me to, peek in on a conversation...
Just write down everything you've heard.
Sort of how a lot of my childhood was. Didn't really talk to many people, just watched them.
What is it called? A court, like in the courtroom. The person who records.
Oh,
yeah.
It starts with an S, doesn't it?
Scribe.
Scribe. Yeah. That's just imagine Muffin at the gala just being a scribe.
Oh my gosh.
Well, if we're not going to talk about anything else, I'm going to drink.
Yeah. I am curious what everyone got up to during their month away.
So it sounds like
I hear you.
Yeah, it sounds like you guys are chilling. You're going to talk about some stuff you guys have done over the month. Some of you are pre-gaming, and you're gonna get ready for the gala.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
All right.
Ring a ding ding.
Fast forwarding to the gala. You would enter a gorgeous, lavish ballroom where you see these large, marble floorings with these grand pillars and this grand staircase, and at the top of the staircase sits 3 thrones.
Okay.
One for the emperor, the empress, and then the princess. You see people of all shapes and sizes, merchants, soldiers, nobles, commoners, who attend this party. There's an open door policy. Their castle's gates are open to everyone. This is the one time of year where people can actually see the empress, who she makes a public appearance.
Except for when, the city gets almost murdered by a bunch of vampires.
Pretty much. And people are dancing, laughing, drinking, eating. There's music playing. There's some of the greatest, minstrels in the Crouzyan Empire are here. For all of its grandeur, all of its finery. It is a very lavish party. But it is a lavish and a luxury shared with the people.
I elbow Zelina. I still think you sound better, Captain.
Well, of course, I'm the Amber Siren.
I don't know what that is.
Good, you don't want to know.
Okay. I'm gonna go look for people.
I feel like Van just watched that interaction just with a very puzzled look.
Well, I mean, ask and find out.
Nah. So we're open to the gala space now, correct?
Yeah.
Cool. Who's on?
And
Muffin's gonna look for anyone she knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who has a face?
there are plenty of people here that you would know. For brevity's sake, because this isn't necessarily like a mapped event. But you do have like essentially everyone that you knew in the Empire, aside from the NPCs that you yourself know left, like Garland, Braun, the Syndicate.
Okay.
Nope, pretty obvious where Muffin's going.
Oh no.
Amari.
Oh, I thought it was Garland.
No, Garland
It's
left.
not here.
I got
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I mean, you'd see Amari. She'd probably be off to the side at one of like the buffet tables. She seems to be ribbing her brother Archie over something, and the two of them seem to be in sort of like a bickering match.
Oh no. Let him sort it out.
Okay, Muffin's gonna be the one that gets the answer.
Muffin just approaches going.
Oh my god.
Muffin's here.
Hello.
And I feel like you pop up between them too. Like all we see is your ponytail like behind the table, and then you just pop up between them.
It's Muffin.
Yeah, you pop up. Amari does the like, oh my god, hi, you're here, and does like the big old hug, super excited. You see Archie kind of like tries to get away in that moment and gets like 2 steps before Amari's like pulling him back in.
Oh no.
And you hear her, she goes, oh no, we're not done yet. We are not done with this conversation, mister.
What's happening? What's the conversation?
Sibling stuff. And she's like glaring really hard at Archie. And Archie does the thing where he makes eye contact, looks away, takes a sip of his drink, says no comment.
Hmm.
And after like a few moments of awkward silence, she goes, we're not done with this. And she slowly lets him go, and he just bustles away, like fast walks.
Muffin makes a note to be like, alright, that will be something maybe to ask
Wait.
Van or Zelina to check
Wait.
that out.
Did it actually get answered, or did they just walk away?
They walked away.
Okay. It happened so fast.
And she turns her undivided attention to you, Muffin. Big old smile, and she's like, it has been, like, how was the training? And just starts launching into small talk with you, essentially.
It was amazing. I did this, I did that, and she'll do the same.
So you would probably spend some time with her. What are you doing? Everyone else?
I was
walling it.
Go on, Briac.
Walling it with a glass of water.
Sit on the wall.
Absolutely.
I mean, Hush would probably come up to you and start talking business.
Oh God.
Finds an opportunity.
Yeah, it's like that friend when you're like, hey, I found a new interest. Oh, I love it. And now that's like your only interactions that you have with them.
Pretty much.
You found out you play one video game that you both like, and that is all you ever talk about for the rest of your life.
Yep.
Oh, man. Zelina?
I will also investigate the bickering of the two, or at least Archie, before going to find Alara.
Well, sitting beside her father.
Oh, are we not allowed to talk to them?
You can go up and greet them.
Van wouldn't care. Van would just be like, steps up. Hi.
Yeah, I'll do that though after Archie though.
Okay, so you're gonna go after Archie.
Yeah, to figure out what the fuck's his deal.
Alright, we'll get to there in a second. What are you doing, Zelina?
I'm just making small talk with all the politicians, that came in. And, soldiers, just kind of, networking, seeing where they're from, what they're up to, and just trying to see if anyone's trying to be suspicious of something,
A general insight.
I can do this. Oh, that's a terrible number, but oh well. That's a 6.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you do your small talk, you're looking around. Nothing really stands out. No one's per se suspicious. The probably most suspicious person here would be Inez, of all people. And that's just because she's trying to find every way to, make a deal with some of these people.
Oh, she's getting thrown out. No.
We should also probably mention, we no longer do the DN inspirations.
We do not.
So, if you're wondering why, Zelina didn't re-roll that, 6 for any reason. Or Van, the 11.
Wasn't gonna re-roll it anyways.
Oh, I would have noted. I was going to do it, and then we got on an entirely different topic. I would have tossed Brehick and Muffin my treat.
Thank
Which
you.
gives you both 3 temporary HP now. Actually, wait.
Get that.
I think I can get out 3 of them now. Hold on a second. Might be able to.
Is it also based on your...
I believe all of it is based off of my
Proficiency
bonus. Cooking number trees. Oh yeah, I can make a number equal proficiency bonus, and then the proficiency bonus is how much temp. So another one with a melee weapon. Zelina would also get 3 temporary HP.
Oh, snaps.
One day I'll be able to give everyone one.
One day.
One day.
Fine.
Baby.
And we'll get to you in a second, Tess, because you don't get a choice on what you do.
Hey.
I think I know. Okay, that sounds about right.
But Van, you go up to Archie, who is briskly walking away towards this table that has all of the wine glasses neatly stacked. Not champagne, wine.
Okay.
And he seems to be getting another drink.
Well, well, well. If it isn't the Blue Man himself. How's your girlfriend?
He gives the biggest exhausted sigh. Fed up with it.
Says, oh, that sounds like a whole separate conversation. I did notice you and Amari having it. Was it about the girlfriend?
She's not my girlfriend.
Is that why you were arguing?
No. And he looks away. He doesn't look like he's in a good mood.
Alright, well, did she not show up to the party? Did you say something to piss her off and you don't know what you did wrong? Is your heart finally warming above its 5 degrees Celsius thing?
Gives you a glare.
Archie, come on. We're at a party. You don't want to actually talk to me very often. I know you don't. No. Here's. I know you don't want to be at the party.
I know.
But you are here.
Look, it's just a personal thing with us, alright?
You and the girlfriend, or you and Amari?
Call her that one more time, Ben.
Listen, if you pull out any type of weapon or hostile action in this space... He gives him a smirk.
He looks fed up with you.
Come on. It's not me saying that because I just can't remember her name off the top of my head because I've been busy and haven't talked to her in a month. I know she's an archmage.
Miss Recut.
Is that her name?
Mm-hmm. Yvonne Recut.
Yvonne, right. He would say, right, Miss Yvonne, is your issue with Amari because of Yvonne?
Roll me a persuasion.
Give me just a sec. I'm gonna roll that and then I'm gonna reset because I see it flickering on stream again. Oh? Did Emily just die? What just happened?
I had an issue.
17. Alright, let me... Yeah. Oop. I gotta reset the roll 20. But that's a 17.
17.
Can you... Oh, that might be why the music stopped that last time. Can you reset the music? Thank you.
With a sigh, he says, finally.
Finally.
Wait, was it insight or persuasion he had to roll?
Insight. Or no, it was persuasion. You're correct.
It was a
Thank
persuasion.
you.
Like,
I thought it was
yeah.
No, I didn't check.
I thought you
That's
said. I thought you said insight. All right.
No, she said persuasion. That's why I got confused when I saw insight pop up. I mean, not bad.
I'll still give it to you with a 14. No, he does not look the most reluctant to talk about it.
I mean, he always
And he
is.
says, Amari was snooping through my mail and saw something she shouldn't have. And she won't let it go.
What did you do this time? Is it another lover somewhere else?
I got an invitation from the Kingdom of Rexdumia.
Ah, the magic one that Yvonne is from. Correct?
He nods.
What is the issue, I guess? I'm assuming she doesn't want you to leave? Or is it not for the right reason?
It was an invitation to apprentice there. In one of their universities.
Aren't you already apprenticing here and rather competent?
Precisely, so there's no reason for me to go.
Oh, she wants you to go. Oh. And you don't want to go because you want to stay here apprenticing under Yvonne.
He says nothing.
I see. Kind of gives him a look of like looks him up and down, just very, I can't actually help you with that one. I know you like to think things out logically, but at the moment you're currently being conflicted by logic and emotion.
There's no conflict. I'm not going. There's no reason to.
Alright. Then I guess we have no issues then.
He's looking at you like, okay. Like, you're not gonna fight me on that? You're like very hesitant, like he was expecting you to like...
Well, no, you want to stay here. You don't think you need to go all the way to Rexdumia to learn magic. Could it potentially help you learn things or give you resources you don't have here? Potentially. However, It's entirely your choice, and if you don't see any reason to go, then there's no reason to go. Whether you believe the reasons you have for not going are neither here nor there, accordingly, that is entirely up to you. Gosh, the capture
Oddly
keeps
chill
twitching.
of you.
The capture keeps twitching. What is happening? He looks at him like, was there a reason for me not to be?
You're usually more uptight and controlling.
Well, I resent the second comment, as I've only ever tried to help you all. And the definition of controlling would be our parents. But, I guess you could say, you all grown up. And while our parents never did anything, I was the one who did it, and you don't need that anymore. Or are you just afraid to make your own decisions? As he smirks at him.
He's like, alright. Like, touch a moment over, goes back to his wine.
Alright, well, wish me luck. Let's see if I can go talk to the princess.
He gives you the same side-eye look now. But doesn't say anything.
What's wrong? I'm a lot more open about this type of stuff than you are. Do you want Dressel for company, or...?
He shakes his head and goes back to what he was doing.
I want to make a comment that, with the little amount of time we had to prepare, I used my weaver's tools to make Dressel a little bow tie.
I love that. He's a dapper gentleman.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I need to see Dressel in a bow tie doing the dog blep thing with his tongue. But he has a strapped sheath to his side that just has a sword in it.
Yep.
Oh my god. Really quick before we go into tests. Brehik.
Oh no.
So you're standing there, you're talking with Hushed.
Oh.
You're having like generic conversation about businesses, trades, things like that.
Well, of course I have more investments than just more than one portfolio. That was a joke. Just not that word.
I mean, he starts going into like, well, yes, but it's the multi-step and portfolio that's important.
Not the multi-step.
You don't want to. If
portfolio.
you spread your assets too thin, then you're going to run out of baskets for your eggs.
But if I spread it,
You're all back and forth. And you would hear the sound of footsteps, and you'd hear a voice say, well, this sounds like a riveting conversation. And you would see Lysander.
Oh, I straighten up and give him a very genuine smile and shake his hand.
He shakes your hand.
Oh, hello there, sir. How are you doing?
Doing well. And he looks to Hushed and says, can I steal Brehik for a moment? And Hushed will nod and he leaves. And you are left alone with Lysander. Immediately. And he will say, so I've heard of your mission.
What?
Setting off for Winebrook.
Why does he know?
Well, I assume that the Emperor has told you in case you had specific dealings with Sarah.
I was informed for multiple reasons.
What are you hiding?
What's going on?
I just look at him.
I wanted to check to see if you were alright going back after everything.
It is strange, and for the reason that we are going, it makes me feel very uncomfortable. But he will make sure to also follow it up with, if the Emperor's will deems it so, then we must oblige.
You know, I had some business with your parents not long ago.
Huh. Oh, really? And what of the business that you had with them? Are they well?
They're doing quite well. In fact, they had just finished paying off their debt.
More debt?
Yes, apparently they had a son who got into a bit of a scrap a while back.
Emily, I thought I paid that off when working.
You did.
With you.
You did.
Huh?
Dun dun dun. Do you have a little brother?
Me? And then, like, tick, tick,
Brick,
tick,
do you know what the
ding.
goal of a merchant is?
I say nothing.
It's to provide aid to those in need. Many of us turn a profit so that we may use that profit to continue to provide aid. And a merchant doesn't exclude aid from anyone, whether it be a human, an Eladrin, or a deep gnome.
I heard Eladrin. What the fuck did you just say? Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Since you're heading that way, I figured you would want to hand them the bill of sale yourself. And he pulls out of his vest like a nice envelope with the GGC stamp on the front.
Lysander, it has been a very trying day for all of us. Please, with as much respect as I can say this, what are you saying? Plain.
The debt that your parents were in. You were able to cover a good portion of it, if not all of it. But perhaps you were never given the whole truth behind it.
He nods. Thanks him. He will look to Hush, nod at him as well and say, "Excuse me, friend. I am going to get some air."
He nods and says, "Give the elder my regards."
He nods and walks out, briskly walks away.
Alright. What do you do? Do you like head outside for a bit?
Yeah.
All right.
I need airman.
Yeah. You had the bill of sale for your parents' debt.
Yeah, that grand four. I mean, I look at it, but I don't. I assume nothing crazy like sticks out to me, right?
I mean, it's sealed shut.
I pry it open. I'm just kidding.
But as far as it looks from an envelope, it looks like a genuine bill of sale. Moving to Miss Alina real quick.
Uh-oh. Hello.
As you're circling the room, there would be a set of eyes on you that doesn't look happy.
Yeah, who doesn't look happy to see me?
But then again, they're never happy. And you would see High Commander Tiberius Starwood, who seems to be on duty tonight and is overlooking the party with a very keen, critical eye. But you do catch him kind of like his gaze lingers on you almost disapprovingly.
Oh, is he mad that I'm sizing people up? Anyway, I will approach him like I have a glass of wine and just stand by me. Is there a problem there, High Commander?
Not tonight so far.
Well, that's good. I'm glad things are very peaceful. But you seem to not like what I'm doing. Is there a reason?
He said he doesn't respond to that right away. Sort of a clench in his jaw a bit.
Speak freely. You're not gonna hurt my feelings.
I suggest you go back to enjoying the party, Care Donald.
Right. Well, if you ever do want to tell me what's on your mind, I'll be here at the gala.
Acknowledge it, but you could definitely tell he is, for some reason, not your biggest fan.
I am going to telepathically tell Primrose just to hang out by him to see if he says anything about me as I walk away.
Roll me a perception for your pixie, for your sprite. See if she picks up on something.
Could it be an advantage because they're invisible?
No.
Okay.
It's more of a hearing thing.
No, I know.
Oh, I'm so glad you didn't hear it.
God damn, they rolled terrible. They rolled a 1.
He tisks, but you don't hear what it is. But it is definitely not a pleasant saying.
He called me a bad name.
I mean, even with a nat 1, you know what? With a nat 1, because that is technically a nat 1.
It is a nat 1.
I'll even say they only hear the worst part of it. With the worst part being the word let's go with a phrase, right?
Did he call me a bitch?
No.
Because I remember the first time Liz was called
I'm trying to think of how to articulate this that's like okay over live stream.
I mean, you could just message it to me.
I guess the nicest word is tramp.
Oh yeah. Oh, that would. That was her back in the day. Yeah. Doesn't really faze her.
Yeah. But you get the feeling there's a reason. Like he's not calling you that because of what you do, it's more of who you do it with.
He tried to lay the pipe, but you told him no. Now he calls you a slut behind your back. I'm sorry.
He's probably upset because I gave some sugar to Braun and not him.
Well, if you remember, he didn't like Braun at all.
No, I know you.
It is not that. I don't think he cares one bit about having sex from you, Zelina, at all.
It's definitely that.
Hey, the world may never know, but he's throwing the signs of being a jealous man.
Yo. I concur.
But
Small PP energy.
Tessera.
Yeah.
Hello.
This party,
Mm-hmm.
you're maybe left alone for like 5 minutes at tops
Mm-hmm.
before you would feel a tap on your shoulder and a glass would be held out for you. Like a drink is offered.
Okay.
And standing there with like a kind smile, you would see Dee from the other, like a month ago.
Okay. She would give like a little smile and like accept the drink, and you know she's being nice, like nice to see you.
It is. It's been like it's what, a month? How have you been?
Oh, you know, like she'll tell I've been all right. You know, doing some helping around, getting where I can, things like that. How about you?
Good. Rebuilding, essentially. Look, I'm gonna be honest. I had no clue who you were. I didn't actually realize you were. I mean, I knew, I guess, it was your keep, but the fact of being a hero of the realm and then you saved everyone from Dominicus with your group, if I came off away, I'm so sorry.
She's kind of like, yeah, trust me, you don't have anything to worry about. I probably embarrassed myself more.
Oh, I doubt that. To be honest, the only reason I'm still in the capital is because I was hoping to maybe see you again.
She kind of does like the raise an eyebrow, like, really?
Swearing on an honest man, and he does like the cross his heart, like hand up motion.
Right.
Could I ask you for a dance? I heard, we might not have a lot of time together. You and your friends might be, shipping out in the morning. So,
Sorry, why does everyone know our mission?
Yeah, why does everybody know the mission that we were
what your
given
mission
to-
is, he just knows that you're leaving.
How the fuck does he even know that?
How do you know we're leaving, sir? What the fuck is going on?
You could ask him.
She's like, oh, and where did you hear that?
Well, the rumors, a few people. A lot of
You
the
can ask
citizens are
him.
talking about it.
Oh
Like,
Well, they're preparing a very large military boat in the harbor to set sail. People are going to talk. But if you don't mind, I'd at least like one dance before you have to head off.
I suppose that couldn't hurt.
I'll consider myself a lucky man. And he will lead you into a very nice waltz.
I don't like this guy.
I half sussed out. So we're gonna see.
But, yeah, that's what you do. Van, you wanted to go talk to the princess.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
You would approach the emperor, who gives you a nod from his throne. You see Alara, who kind of gives you like a smile and a wave, and then her father kind of gives her a side eye, and she slowly puts her hand back down.
I guess because I have to address all three of them. Thank you all very much for the invitation. It's been very interesting to see this side of how royalty celebrates things. I did come here with the question of whether or not I could ask Alara here for a dance. I know I have to ask her dad because it's her fucking how he is, but
yeah, the emperor doesn't look the happiest. He kind of gives her a side eye, almost like he's silently telling her to say no.
Mm-hmm. How's the queen?
And she gives. She's just staring at you, almost like she's trying to kind of analyze you. Like, okay, the Empress's gaze, specifically because you are in front of her, is very much like someone that's trying to take apart a puzzle and put it back together to understand how it works.
Okay.
Like, very critical, very, like, analytical. And Alara would, like, give her dad, like, this basically that, like, mischievous smile of, like, I do what I want. And without any other word, she kind of stands up and is like, oh, I'd love one. And then just kind of pulls you into it, like, down the stairs, like, tugging you behind.
I do the, like, half bow to the king and queen to be like, partially to hide a smirk, partially to just be like, oh, well, she made a decision, and I will follow her down.
As she's, like, pulling you down, he kind of, like, half stands out of his seat and goes, Alara! And then, like, you see the Empress kind of reach over, and she puts a hand on his wrist, and they exchange this look, and he slowly sits back down.
Van asked Alara to dance and caused a fucking family shootout. What the hell?
Alara, don't you know
Damn,
you're not allowed
man.
to have any fun? You're not allowed to enjoy yourself at this party? What are you thinking?
Man, out here causing problems.
My opinion of the Emperor did a whole 180 in these last few sessions.
Bro, you don't even know the half of it. The only reason Van didn't talk about it was because Alara told him in confidence. But outside of game, the issues they were having as a family was already happening before the one daughter died.
Damn.
Like, he was already a shit dad for multiple years before the one daughter died. And the mother was already a drunk for multiple years before the one daughter died. It just cemented it.
Yeah.
And now, since she has died, she is basically, you are my daughter, you are a porcelain doll, you're not allowed to do fucking anything.
Emily, how does the Emperor feel about Mike talking shit?
Treason. Sentence death. As you're all dancing, drinking, enjoying yourselves throughout the night, is there anything anyone would want to do before the conclusion of the party?
Just ask Alara a couple questions.
Come back.
But that's about it.
Briak, you're coming back in.
That's it.
Muffin specifically, while dancing with Amari, will actively go to Brihik and force him to dance with them.
Brihik will not. He will respectfully decline.
Muffin will dance right next to Brihik until he feels uncomfortable.
Damn. Damn.
What are boundaries?
Boundaries don't exist in D&D. If they did, we wouldn't allow to be allowed to kill people.
Anything else Tess or Zelina would want to do?
No.
No, Zelina's just watching everything unfold.
Just at like some point before like party and Tess would probably find like Inez and Lysander to say like goodbye because they're leaving in the morning. Because like we're leaving in the morning, so.
Oh yeah, you could find Inez and Lysander, and they would both like talk to you, give you a hug, like ask how everything's been going for the month. Like you've been helping them out throughout the month, but they'll want to catch up.
Yeah, like I said, Tess just wants to do is say make sure she says like bye because we're heading off.
Ah, that's a very good point. Yeah, I'll say bye to my siblings. At least make a note of that sometime tonight.
Yeah, I will also say Inez would let you know that she's also heading off shortly too.
Where is she heading to?
She's exploring some more merchant ventures. Basically going north, checking out a few more towns.
The next place we're supposed to go. We must save Muffin's dad.
And what were your questions that you wanted to ask, man?
Well, for starters. So, how's the gala?
Boring. Well, it was. Now it's not.
Well, that's good. Any luck on going on a trip of sorts?
Not really. But that thing you mentioned of trying to actually talk to my dad might have worked.
Interesting. In what way?
Well, my father has to go meet with an envoy in Bycrest and said I could go with him.
Oh. Interesting. He kind of thinks, do you know what time that's happening?
A few days.
Ah. Well, I guess that means he won't be asking for the heroes of the realm to guard him on his way to Bycrest.
He's gonna have his elite guard for that.
Yes. Of course he is. How many of them have you beat up now?
She just smiles.
Yes, Well,
I did get kicked out of my first pub the other night.
No. What did you do this time?
Exactly like you taught me. First the elbow, then you duck, and then through the table.
Yes, if you need to defend yourself, but did you start the fight?
Bygones are bygones. Anyways, you're leaving tomorrow.
That is entirely true. I will expect you to fully and utterly improve your aim by the time I come back.
She rolls her eyes.
Still shit.
You're shit.
Never heard that one before, and I've been called a lot of things. Well, we'll be back before you know it. Oh, sorry.
I was just saying, don't get yourselves killed.
Well, that's the plan.
You're kind of the coolest protectors that we've had.
Oh. I keep hearing that. Never got more information. Well, thought we might be the only ones, but we weren't. All the other ones died.
I don't know that. Well, yeah.
Let me guess, they died off doing something that a very important someone ordered them to do because Protectors of the Realm is a fancy word for you're my personal adventuring squad.
My god, it's like you're a mind reader.
Not mind reader, just not stupid. We've had that talk just recently. He's asked us to do some things that doesn't have a whole lot of information, and it continuously, all the time, questions what is going on in this. And he does like the whisper dramatically into her ear, silent war thing.
She like smacks you like in the shoulder, and she's like, "Stop it!"
He just chuckles.
She's like glaring at you like, "Bitch, you're in his house."
I am. And you sneak out of this house.
I have a lot different privileges than you.
Yeah. And? Listen, I'm trying this whole new lease on life thing where I'm not as much of a stickler, so hey, just go with the flow, you know?
I'm not saying to be a stick, just don't, okay, stop giving him reason.
Let me guess, there's been more conversation specifically regarding myself or Drezel. Did Drezel do something?
Dressel's perfect, what do you mean?
Well, he is house trained, I thought they... Anyways, no. Back to me, I guess.
Not really, not... Look, it is... I don't think he likes how much time that you hang around me.
Well, there's two things to that. One, it's more of how much you like it versus him. Because I could go, as long as you tell me to. Genuinely, I guess. Two... Sorry, I forgot. I was distracted. Your hair looks really nice tonight.
Is it that I want to hug you and punch you in the face at the exact same time?
Careful. That's a very important L word that people use. Or frustration, that's another one.
You are the most infuriating man I have ever met. You know that.
Well, you ain't sent me away yet. Oh! I remember the other thing. I was gonna make a statement. I can't tell if your father likes me or not. When it's just me and him, he seems pretty chill.
He'll get over it.
Except when I ask questions he might not like. Wait, what did she say?
She'll get over it.
Ah. Well, any progress with your mother? We've talked about your father.
She shakes her head no.
Well, she let you come down here, so that's something. She also really, really looked like she wanted to pick apart my brain.
She does that.
Do you know why?
She likes puzzles.
Am I a puzzle to her? Strange. Looks back towards the throne a little bit. You were more surprised at her gala for the queen than not dancing.
They haven't danced in years. I think the last time they danced was their honeymoon.
Could casually bring it up, even if you know the answer.
Not happening.
Want me to?
No. But you would otherwise continue dancing with the princess.
Yeah.
And you all spend the night enjoying yourselves. Nothing happens. It's a wonderful evening.
Yay!
And you would all make your way to your respective corners for the evening, whether that is to keep or if you're going somewhere else.
That's the keep. I'm not allowed to stay in the castle.
Back to the keep, unless the Silver Falcons have anything for me.
Yeah. You own property.
No, I know. But just because I own property doesn't mean they might have a task for me to do.
Oh, I thought you were talking about a place to sleep. I'm like, bitch, you got a bed. They ain't gonna give you a barracks.
I'm trying to rank up, very fast, with the Silver Falcon. So I'm that overzealous mercenary that's like, hey, you got something for me? Nope, all right, I'll be back in 2 hours.
But you all go to your respective corners. And if there's anything anyone wants to do, you would take your long rest, and we will start next session as you get ready to board Balakris's ship.
I know you said Balakris. I thought you were gonna say
Balrakis.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say Balake from that one video. Is there a Balake in here?
Wanna go to war, AA Ron?
God damn it, AA Ron!
God motherfucking damn it!
D-Nice!
Is there a D-Nice? Jake Quillen?
Nice in
Jake
here!
Quillen!
But like, say your name right.
Use some funky ass name.
Oh my god.
It's like,
anyways.
Timothy, you here?
Timothy.
Crouzyan.
Anyways, Dylan, would you like to sign us off for the evening?
Thank you so much for watching. This was the first episode of our Act 2, but primarily episode 30. Thank you so much for having us. I hope we provided some fun times. Thank you to my fellow players, and thank you to the amazing DM leading us along. And we will see you next week. Bye-bye!
Bye!
We didn't even say it was the big 30. What the fuck?
Toodles!
Wild.